Hey guys, Joy, Alisanyukirwa Joy Matovu, but you can call me Joy if Joy is difficult. Alisanyukirwa is much easier. We're going to talk about Falling Out, the film that we made. I'm the writer, director, and producer.
Hey!
And with me are.
I'm Alina Camilla as one of the actors in Falling Out as Ruth Chimbugwe.
I'm Michael Tamale, another actor from Falling Out. I played Wesley Chimbugwe Jr.
You're the one.
That one.
Okay, so there are some questions here that we're going to answer. Maybe probably give some of these people, insight in the film, about the film. and stuff
When you say
like that.
inside, doesn't mean
Behind the
spoiler,
scenes.
right? Because
Yeah, hopefully
Okay.
you don't spoil the film. And
we
whatever.
shall try not
I
to.
think we need to delete some footage from Wanga.
There was a time I was thinking, I was like, how do you spoil a short film?
I mean, it's the easiest one to spell because
Yeah.
You just say
you don't
everything.
have like a lot of.
But it means when you spell one thing, you're just giving
Yeah,
them
because if you have
everything.
2 hours and you talk about a moment that happens at minute 40, it's like, when if it's a short film, it's like you say one thing and say, so that's the film.
That's the film.
All right.
Like, Minute 5. Oh, that's the end.
When you think back to the first day on set, what emotions come to mind?
Can I first do sounds?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because usually the first day on set is usually the first day of anything. First day on set, first day of rehearsals for a theater. But you're just like, okay, we're now. It's time to figure it out. So when I arrived, I was in the space of like, and also, you guys all knew each other, like even like crew and everything. So I was also like, I did, because there were so many new faces. I was like, oh no, I have to learn people. Let me go and do it. So that I was anxious, but I was also excited. I think that those are the three emotions that come to mind: anxiety and excitement.
I was excited and nervous, and also because I think the first day was the day I had to hand over my admin work. So when I had just reached set, I was still
Second
AD, so I was still making sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. I remember asking the production manager and the producer, director, I don't know which shoes he was wearing then, and I was like, can I hand over, can I become Ruth Chimbugwe now? When I got, like an hour after I got there, because I now wanted to concentrate in the role.
For me, it was let's go. That's how I can describe it, because obviously, there's the work that was being done as a producer and everything, and same thing, handing over to the line producer and being like, you know what, I need to get in like director zone and whatever. But I think I could have felt like everything, like the anxiety, the excitement, and whatever. But I think I felt that before, and that morning, we had that before setting off. So we had that session and we prayed, and then we got to set, and again we had that meetup and praying and everything. So when I reached, I was like, let's go. So I tried as much as possible not to have myself in the zone where like my emotions are kind of like fluctuating on a table. So I try to manage that excitement, the anxiety, because I'm like, well, right now what we have to do is the work. Like there is no other thing. We are on set, so let's go. Yeah, that's it. Next question. What was your working dynamic like on set between actor and director? This is when we find out if you guys had special.
Special words.
Yeah.
So they're like,
If the
I was.
had preferences.
That's what happened.
Let's find out.
Tell me, you want to go first?
Okay. Working dynamic on set. It was very there's a lot of exchange of ideas, and I like that. It was very open to new things. It was very open to new interpretations, but then there was also a foundation, which began with the director. There was a certain way he wanted things to go, and then we could build on top of that, which was I think a really beautiful way to work, and a way that encourages your best work, whether as an actor or a director or whoever. So that was nice. It was very open. I think that's how I can describe it best.
It was interesting in a good way. Yes, just so we're clear. I'm thinking that our director may have been the youngest person on that set. Okay, apart from our daughter, Angel Chimbugwe. I don't know if there's anyone younger than you.
Probably. I don't know.
If there was, maybe one.
Maybe Peter.
Yeah,
But
two people.
But what is age?
And he was handling
Just a
everything
number.
so well. He was ready to answer any questions. I remember there is a time he told me to say a certain line a certain way. And I was like, I feel like to me, this is how it speaks to me. And he told me, can you say this? And I would ask that why? What do you envision? Why this? And he was ready to answer all these questions, which I really appreciate because he was telling me how he envisions it. I was able to tell him how I felt about it, and we're able to work that around. I don't know if this comes at this point, but there is a time we were shooting, I think the first scene we shot, and they said cut, so we had to run again. So it was like, I don't remember the word he used, but I was from doing theater for like 6 months. So when they told me to do again, in theater, sometimes when they tell you to do again, the director wants to see another choice. They told me to do it again, and I was like, okay, I did it this way, now let me change the choice. And he was like, can you keep what you did, but can you just do it again? So yeah, I was like, oh man, I had gone back to theater, but it was really interesting in a good way.
Yeah, I would say in a good way. You need to get cast in the next thing. But let's see. Working dynamic for me, hopefully. I think that's what you guys have talked about. But yeah, it's very conversational. I don't remember that, but I think like the line thing. But yeah, I think I like to think that it was communicated well because it always goes back to the why are we doing this. Because also like the conversations we had, and we're like, okay, so how do you see this? How can you do this? Because I always want to come from your side, and because you have done the actor's work and you have been like, okay, so this is my character and this is what I'm feeling now. But then it's always having the conversation, going back to the script and seeing how the bits are building and being like, well, maybe this line shouldn't be this way because it has to build up to here, and maybe you are reaching there a bit fast. But yeah, for me, like I like to have conversations, and I like to know, okay, this is why you're doing it, but this is what I see, and then we can see if we can find a middle ground. I think we had a lot of side talks and being like, okay, so maybe this and that, and that's the fun bit. That's the fun bit, because yeah, you guys bring your thing, and that's why it's like, okay, so I want to work with like the best people who know what to do. So that's why you are on set to do your thing, and then my ideas just come in to kind of furnish and be like, okay, so yeah.
Director, did you just call us the best?
Next. Was there a scene you found especially powerful or difficult to shoot, and why?
I think you should go first, director, on this one.
Okay, the scene you found especially powerful. So difficult to shoot. I've talked about this. Was the staircase that ended up being a still shot after multiple like dynamic shots that are moving and doing every sort of thing. but then that's because we had a lot of time to kind of think about that and create. So I guess that's where the difficulty might have come from. But then there is the scene in the bedroom, that bedroom scene, because it's moving and it was kind of like that. There was a lot of conversation. I think you were around for that when we were talking with the DP. How are we shooting it? Because again, it also we wanted motion in that. So that was a bit difficult to shoot. Powerful scene. I'd say the before everything blows up, so that I don't spoil it. Before everything blows up at the dining, I think those scenes, that scene, and then also the scene after the neighbors have come. So those two scenes, I feel like they are powerful because there is a lot of. I guess the first one is that the silence is from you, but then it's saying a lot with what Wesley is saying, and I think for me, that scene kind of embodies the entire thing about this film. Well, not the entire thing about this film, but then something that, again, I like to explore with people and stuff, because, like, you can only push a person so far, and that's what I feel in that scene at the dining. And then you have the quiet scene after the neighbors that is also there. So I feel like those two scenes are, powerful scenes.
I think for me the difficult scene to shoot was the one from the bedroom to the stairs when she's going after Wesley. And it's because I think in all the scenes that I did, it's the one that we had to, like...
Yeah, we had many
shots. We had many shots. We had so many. There was so many talks. At a certain point, I was just like this. It was technical.
Because we never really had multiple takes for different shots. But then that one, we really
that one, as a character, it was the longest, and it wasn't really that long, but it just felt. And then the most powerful one. I didn't know the first one was powerful for you. The most powerful one was the end scene for me after the neighbors have left. Actually, after the neighbors have left, the first from the door to everything until the end, to the last line. I'm like,
I think I told you, like, at some point where I was like in the interlude, like whatever, I was going to watch that scene, and I had watched it like a couple of times, so I knew what I was going for. So I was like, okay, I'm done watching this thing, so now I'm going to watch this thing. So
was there a scene I found especially powerful or difficult? I think we all agree about the one scene that we
the
staircase.
In all difficulty, we all have a staircase somewhere.
Yeah. And
going
for me,
up or coming down?
Both. So, I'm not proud to admit this, but...
that specific line?
The true line.
Oh my god.
My Uganda...
Guys,
that's in Uganda sometimes.
One
okay?
Luganda, one
and this was
sentence.
There were two, Jesus.
Two words.
Fine, it's
we failed at
it.
It was one line. It was one line.
It was one line.
Oh, it's
from
one line
from the table read we are going to.
Mr. Tamale.
I was
going up the
dreading.
stairs
I
was really
dreading that. Oh my god! I was
there is the point before he
that
showed
line.
it. He came and was like, "Am I saying it the right way?"
I kept trying to like. Oh.
Can I just say it in English?
This maybe I'll change it. It's the one Luganda line you have.
No.
And
I said,
Jesus. It's only the Chibuuka that had Luganda lines, right?
Turns out.
Yeah, it's only the Chibuuka that had. You and your dad.
Yeah. Anyway, eventually we did.
And then you had to come down the stairs.
And then we came down the stairs in a different way. Because I went, so that was also...
You fell out.
I fell out.
Yeah, so when you watch the film, when you watch the staircase, just know that this man was doing the most. Well, what was the funniest moment from set?
Was there a moment where it wasn't funny? Okay, apart from when we were working. I'm trying to remember.
I mean, even when we were working, like you guys were, and like cut. These guys were laughing every after cut.
Mm. I'm trying to see if I remember.
I remember a few moments. Apart from the time we failed to wake up. and we were somehow left. Okay, like they didn't like leave us. The first bunch waves left, and I for some reason I thought Michael had left because I heard when they were waking him up, and he said he was going to get out. So everyone left at around 5 something.
Like, yeah, 5.
5 something. We had just finished shooting at what time? At like 2, 1, and these guys stayed at the dining, jazzing.
Oh my God.
There was a lot of KB there. And I was like, but we have set tomorrow. But then me and Michael were like, but it's not our scene that is starting, right? We're not doing the first scene. I had just slept, guys. And the line producer was like, guys, we are leaving. I told her peacefully, please leave me. I shall stay, I shall find a way to get there.
No,
but
and
then
you were, because your scene was last on that day.
Yeah.
And yours was second. And the first scene wasn't like a long one, because not much dialogue, not what. And that's the time when you're like, do I have to direct? Because, oh my God, like, my head was. Ooh,
it was so funny because when I woke up, when the person had come back to pick us up, I thought it was just me and Michael. No, the behind the scenes guy, the script supervisor, the runner, and it was like, why are we all here? It was, because I was just laughing. I was like, I have nothing to do but to laugh. But well, we were there on time, guys. We were able to do everything we had to do.
And we did the scenes well.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about that, Michael. But
I think so.
well, what was a funny thing on set? Let's see. It must have had something to do with Michael first. Oh my God. well, Michael understands like that. That was something to laugh about. No, Michael, I don't know what was the funniest thing.
That was funny. There's a certain actor that was so committed to in one of the support cast. I think it was Victor.
It could have been Victor.
Yes, in his uniform.
Oh, Victor!
Actually,
it was
yeah.
Victor.
Because before we filmed, because we filmed at night, during day we were there and he'd already changed and he was taking I had all the pictures, so many pictures in like his
It
police
was his
outfit.
little
And so I said, okay.
There was no photo in his clothes. He
Victor.
was in costume the whole
Because
time.
costume.
Victor and Daisy
And
have pictures of a different film that was happening on set.
Yes, they made their own
That
film
was
on that
another
set.
story. That was
Yes,
interesting.
I
I
think
think.
there are a lot of funny moments, and some of them are like in, I guess, hindsight in retrospect. When you look back to talking about the porridge team.
And when the support cast came in and we were going to have lunch, and I told them, guys, there is more food there, please eat, and they begged me, no, we shall eat all the food. I have to say all the food was eaten. Like by the time I was getting food, the food was eaten. Like I couldn't complain that people didn't eat the food. Thank you so much. Did someone say Victor?
Victor.
Okay, so who broke character and laughed the most on set?
Tamale!
No, did we break character, guys?
I mean, the
Did we?
footage is there.
Tamale.
Ah.
Oh,
There is
but I think
evidence.
the most would have been Tamale, because if you're talking about laughing, then it's Tamale. If it was something else, Tamale. Should we ask anyone else? Your laughter
I'm
is
not
very
cool.
natural.
I'm
don't-
not
I
cool,
don't
so I
remember.
just want
Me,
you
my
guys
person
to-
is Tamale. I worked with Tamale.
You're
so
sure
I'll
it's
say with-
Tamale?
For me, I choose Tamale.
No, but are you sure?
Yes. Tamale, who do you choose?
She nominated me.
Please,
The
please,
honest-
please think about
Do you
your
receive
choice.
this award?
I don't remember. It's the thing. In my head, we filmed and finished. I
Yes.
laughed in between.
Yeah.
So there
I
is
don't know.
there is a scene,
Oh.
very serious, at the dining. You guys are having a heated argument. Well, not you, Wesley and Ruth. And something happens. Ruth disappears. Camilla shows up. Wesley disappears. Michael shows up. Mid-scene, you just die of laughter. I don't know if you remember it.
Is it the point where I said, "Damn you, Wesley"?
Yes.
Ah, I know why we broke character.
So that whole thing.
We did.
Also,
I
another
remember.
funny thing is you when you're shooting with Andrew Benon, when you're shooting your scene. First of all, again, Mwami Tamale, Echimeme.
Oh,
I didn't know what that was.
Let's
And
see,
then-
Jesus.
I thought it was a collar.
And yet you-
not?
No, it wasn't a collar. It's
Oh,
just
it's-
there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh, I remember the
I
other one
think-
was when I was shooting with Mrs. Eron Ntuulo Matovu. So there is this, in the scene there is a bit of laughter.
Mm.
At a certain point, our laughter might have been prolonged.
yeah. I mean, you guys laugh a lot. I won't get into
We
that,
are
but,
happy. We are a
uh,
happy cast.
I mean, how did I survive being with you, Michael, and
Mrs.
she?
and Mrs. Eron.
All right. So, what do you hope audiences take away after watching for them?
First and foremost, we would love for you to be entertained, not for it to just be. Yeah, we would love for you guys to be entertained, and I do not want to depict what someone takes away, because everyone is going to take away something different. We're all taking away something different, and we worked on the movie together. So individually, someone is going to get something from the movie because it has a lot. But I just hope that you guys enjoy and you're entertained and you love this. Yes, and you can ask the producer to make like another one.
Falling out too.
For like
What do I hope audiences take away from? Yes, I also hope audiences are entertained. Otherwise, maybe we'll fail. I need to be fine. But yeah, I also hope audiences take away the fact that they have a choice. You know what I mean? Wesley and Ruth seem to not have choice. I mean, they have like little mini choices that they make in there, but overall their
Yeah.
life is not their own.
Yeah.
And I want the audience members to go away from this with the feeling that they cannot be in that situation, like an aversion to the situation, and not just in marriage, but in other parts of their life, whether in like at work, politics.
Paul.
I said,
Paul.
Ethics. Everywhere, wherever it is that you are, you need to make your choices and stand fast in them. Don't be swayed or whatever. I hope that's one takeaway that audiences have from the film. Yeah.
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 I hope you're entertained. I mean, that's the thing. You guys copied my answer, but anyways, I hope you're
I hope we
entertained.
worked-
I
maybe we
hope
worked on the
it's
same movie.
yeah. I think that could be the thing. Maybe
Yeah.
it's because we worked on the same movie, so
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
the same thingy. But yeah, that's the point. We make these films like entertain the audience. So we hope you're entertained. We hope you have fun, and yeah, it's coming real soon. Real soon. Also, don't miss it. Don't miss it. Yeah, falling out. Shoot. Yeah. Is that the credits going up? Or
Yeah, the credits going up. No, do they? Yeah, they go up.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
you
And
just
then they come
release
back down.
No,
reminder.
you guys are the stars, so.
Oh, we are the stars.
Yeah, so I stay behind the scenes.
Okay.
And your name
So
comes
is it-
first.
yeah. Then your name comes first.
Yeah.
His
And
name is
then-
on the board.
yes.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
no, but yeah.
I mean, we are all on the board now because his name and our faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Falling out.
Falling out.